All right, let's talk about something nobody thinks is sexy until it's too late. Hearing protection. See, I've got tinnitus, that constant ringing in my ear. I don't really notice it unless I'm in a dead quiet room, but when I do, it feels like my ear is auditioning to be a backup singer in a Mosquito R&B group.
I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. Ooh, she said, baby, take your time, what's the rush? I'm a dog, I'm a mutt.
And honestly, mine is probably more from blasting music than it is from shooting. But either way, when I go to the range, protecting my hearing is a non-negotiable. Cheap hearing protection is like wearing cheap condoms. Will they work? Maybe. Will they fail you at the worst possible moment? Absolutely. Then you're stuck explaining to little Timmy that he exists because you tried to save $4.99 at CVS. Now, to be fair, those little orange foam earplugs, those are actually legit if you put them in correctly. But getting them in right is like trying to thread a needle while drunk and blindfolded. And once they're in, you can't hear shit. It's like trying to talk in a nightclub while some cutie with Casamigo breath is screaming in your ear, doing more damage to your hearing than whatever bootleg EDM remix of $1 Million Baby is blasting from the speakers. So yeah, Ear Pro matters. And that's why the AKT1 Blackouts are such a big deal to me. These are the best wireless in-ear Bluetooth hearing protection I've ever used. And I don't say that lightly. I beta tested these things for over 1.5 years. You see, for me, music is life, and so is shooting. So if I can combine the two things without sacrificing my hearing, sign me up. So I used to shove AirPods under my over-the-ear earmuffs like a lunatic. But see, AirPods weren't designed to protect your hearing. So when the muffs clamped down on them, they stabbed into my ears and then shut the music off or just did some weird shit. And then I even used the Beats. The Beats ones, I thought maybe since it didn't have the flange that I could put them in and do that. Same story. They wouldn't stay seated in my ear and then the earmuffs kept turning them on and off because they had the push button shit. Now, that's why I've also been recommending the AKT ones over the earmuffs for years. You see, those things are a beast for the price. So when AKT1 said that they were working on something like AirPods, but for shooters, I told them, cool. But before I shield anything, I need to run these into the ground because this shit is important to me on a massive level. And speaking of shilling, real quick, yes, I know, I'm wearing the beautiful FAFO embroidered t-shirt as you can see right here. I just dropped the entire FAFO line, shirts, hats, hoodies, drinkware, basically everything you need to spiritually prepare for the comment section. So hit shop.mscolionnoir.com and take advantage of our Black Friday sale, which is live right now. Pretty much everything's 20% off, including the new FAFO line and the AKT1 Blackout wireless Bluetooth hearing protection I'm talking about in this video. So hit the link in the description and use the code FAFO, save 20% and grab what you want. All right, now back to this video. Now let's talk decibels. Sound is measured in dB. 85 dB for long periods, bad. A gunshot, 140 dB. That's a flashbang going off next to your head. Your ears have a built-in defense system for short bursts, but a gunshot overwhelms that instantly and can permanently damage your hearing in just a couple of rounds if you're not protected. That's why NRR, noise reduction rating, matters. Not the fake numbers you see online, the real certified stuff. With the foam tips, the AKT1 Blackouts hit an NRR of 25 dB certified by the Penn State Lab. Not Amazon SNR math, actual US testing. That 25 dB drop takes 140 dB gunshot down to around 115 dB, which is within what your ears can tolerate for a short impact. And if you're shooting something loud, like a short-barreled rifle with a break, indoor range, or 308 with a compensator, you can double up and wear the Blackouts underneath the earmuffs, the AKT1 earmuffs, for a 30 dB protection rating. That combo is elite level protection. Now here's how I use them personally. When it comes to handguns, 9mm, 40, 45, indoors or outdoors, the Blackouts alone do just great. Standard 5.56 rifle with a 16-inch barrel, Blackouts alone, just great. Now, short barrel 5.56 with a break that sounds like Thor slamming his hammer against a dumpster, 308 with a muzzle device that hates your eardrums, I double up. I wear the over-the-ears AKT1 and then I wear these underneath them. That's maximum protection without sacrificing awareness. And speaking of awareness, these things have a 6-time hearing enhancement. You can actually hear range commands and conversations better with them in than without. That alone separates them from 99% of Ear Pro on the market. Now, let me talk to you about something that mattered to me way more than it probably should. The audio sound quality. I'm an audiophile. Yes, even with tinnitus. I still care about sound quality like a man who refuses to accept he needs glasses.
Don't need them. I don't need glasses.
I told AKT1 early on, if these things don't hit Apple AirPods sound quality or higher, I'm not using it. I don't want to listen to my music through tinny AM radio sounding ear pro while I'm shooting. If I'm not vibing to music on the range, what are we even doing? AKT1 delivered. These things sound as good as AirPods, and some days I swear they sound slightly better, especially when I'm listening to lossless audio. That was one of my biggest deal breakers, and they nailed it. You can shoot, stay protected, and enjoy your music the way it was meant to be heard. They're also tiny and ergonomic. Legit, the smallest Bluetooth hearing protection earbud on the market. They have an IP65 waterproof rating, they're sweat-proof and long-lasting. You get 10 hours per earbud, and the case holds 3 additional charges for a total of 40 hours, which is perfect for range days, flights, jam sessions, whatever. And yes, there are 2 types of tips. So let's talk about that.
Just the tips. Interesting.
You see, the foam tips, these guys here, foam tips with the black, foam tips for hearing protection. That's what those are for, right? But you also get these. You get the lifestyle tips. These are for music, flights, phone calls. Use the right ones and you're good. These, lifestyle. These tips for hearing protection. You can still do everything you can do with the lifestyle, but these actually help protect your hearing. And both of these come in the case that you get when you buy them. Now, once your hearing is gone, it's gone. There is no undo button. Protecting it is one of the smartest things you can do, especially in this community where half the people watching this video are just gonna shoot a few rounds real quick with Zero Ear Pro on like they're invincible. But don't be that guy. Your ears are not superheroes. The AKT1 Blackouts, they make protecting your hearing easy, comfortable, and honestly, kind of fun. They're the first ear pro that let me combine my 2 loves, guns and music, without sacrificing either. So click the link in the description, use the code FAFO, grab them 20% off during the Black Friday sale, and save your hearing before you're out here matching frequencies with crickets. As always, like, comment, and subscribe for more gear reviews, gun talk, and unapologetic Second Amendment advocacy. I'll see you at the range.